Hi guys. So I'm going to be doing a tutorial for the auto layout article that I worked on, and basically I'm just going to be talking about the features of auto layouts, and then I'll do like a small tutorial that sort of includes everything there. So when you're working with auto layouts, what it does it helps you to be more consistent and helps with scaling and to control your design. Now you could activate auto layout in two ways, either by adding auto layout here or by shift A. Personally, I like to use keyboard shortcuts. So now you notice that there are paddings on top, bottom, and by the side. And this is good because you don't want your work to be all over the place and you want it to have proper spacing. The next thing about auto layout, so I'm just going to duplicate this with shortcuts, is it gives direction. So if you have about, say, that's about four, yeah, it's about four, you could direct them either down or by the side, depending on what you want for your designs. So by direction, you come here and then you click down, or you click by the side. So let's just go down for now. It's better this way. Then there's also a spacing. So now this is the auto layout spacing here. It could be increased to whatever amount, or it could be reduced to whatever amount you want, or you could just come here and then space it, click on it, and then just drag. So let's leave it as 10. Flex just easier to click on 10. Now the thing about the padding is you could also change your padding depending on what you want. You make your left and right 20, make your top and bottom 20 as well. Or you could just have independent paddings, meaning you have 10 here and have like a 20 here. So I'm going to give this a color now so you could see the effect of that on our design. So I'm just going to give it white. So you'd see that it's more, it's not as equal. So here we have 10 and then here we have 20. So we could just reduce it to have 10 here and 10 here, or we could just do this, have 10 here. So any thing that's going to happen within this auto layout is going to happen within this row. Nothing happens outside of the paddings. So that's 10 here. So right. So something else we are going to be looking at is um stacking. So I'm going to be looking at a couple of advanced features. So I'm just going to draw a circle. And although these are so that you could probably just do on your own, it's just nice to know that while you're working in Figma, you have these features. So I'm just going to do this and then I'll just duplicate this. Yeah, I was going to duplicate this. So we have three um we have three circles and I'm going to give them a stroke. Yeah, give them a stroke and then maybe I'll use them white fill so you can see white fill, white color. And then the way stacking works is it's basically still like this really. You add your auto layouts and then you come here and then you have your stacking. So the thing is, in terms of stacking, you need to work on the spacing first. So you can have negative spacing, have minus, whatever you want. You can also have positive spacing. So your stacking is just first on top, last, first on top, last, first on top, last. And then for spacing mode, first on top, last, or last on top, whichever way you want it. So I'm going to come back here because I'm going to be using this again. Um, and here we are going to be in spacing mode. So just select this, and then you go to your advanced features. Go to advanced features. Sorry. So let me just duplicate this frame. Just going to duplicate this and have it in this direction. Now you notice that this whole frame moved with it because that's basically how the layout works. So it helps and it's hugged, but it's supposed to be filled. I'm going to explain that also. It's supposed to be filled, so it's supposed to just fill in those spaces when you make changes like this, so you don't have to do it yourself. So you select this frame and then you go to your advanced settings. Select this, select this, select this, select this. Then you add an auto layout, advanced settings. And another thing you want to do is nothing you want to be able to do, or another thing you want to be able to understand about auto layout is when you're working with auto layouts, you want to be able to adjust stuff or resize stuff so they are more responsive. I'm going to give an example. So let's say we have this here. Let's take this out. So let's say we have this. So spacing modes, changing spacing modes path. So it was space between. So now it's now packed. So it's back to normal. And so let's say we have this frame here. So, and this is just me playing around with the alignment basically. So you can align to the top, bottom, whatnot. But yeah, that's by the way. Anyways. And then just have auto layout tutorial, auto layout. So I'm going to have shift 8. Sorry, going to select and have shift A. I'm going to duplicate this. Sorry, have this go down here. I'm going to change this to um sorry. This is a description of the tutorial. Now, don't get me wrong, you could actually have other ways of doing this. You could just draw your rectangle or create a rectangle and then just carry on from there. It just depends on what you like. Some days I just decide to do it like this. Other days I'm like, oh well, let me just do this other way. Depends. One start from like the ground up or want to, you know. So now I have like our first card. So we're going to create another one. Shift A. So we have another auto layout. And in this frame here, I'm going to make this white. This is the description. So I want to use stacking. I'm just going to draw my rectangles 20 by 20 width. I'm just going to draw these rectangles. Shift A. So sweet to press Shift A. So I'm going to give minus 4. That was a bit too small. So let's go like minus 12. Yeah, minus 12. So just have them stack first on top. add our stroke, sorry, add stroke to the circles, not to, yeah, like that. They have them in white, but I'm still going to add images. So for now, we just have that. Stroke seems a bit too thick. So, first on top of actually, I don't think I like this one. I'm going to change darkness style to first on top rather than last year. So I'm going to take this frame, going to add it here. Yeah. So we have that in there. So now with this in here, so now there are two ways you could do this. You could either put this in here, then create another layout, which is by selecting these two and then grouping them together and spacing this to, let's say, 20 here. And spacing this to 20. And just reduce the size of this actually. Let's make it large. So let's not forget to hold to fill this container. This container. eh, and you could add rectangle into the auto layout and then just remove spacing. Spacing at zero. Increase this. Increase. Call it 150. Okay, so now we have a card. Then we could combine these two frames and put them next to that. So now we have another layout added to this. Then I'm going to show how we use absolute position. Now, absolute um, position helps in the sense that, let's call this first. Let's call this 16. Absolute position helps in sense that you get to if you have like so many frames in auto layouts, you can place something without having to interfere with your card. So I'll explain. Let's draw a rectangle, for example. Now let's make it curved. Let's make it 16. And then auto layout rectangle. And in this, sorry, nothing. I can add the text. Text. Um, highlight two of them and add an auto layout. So let's give this 25, 10. Okay, that's fine. So now, if you add this here, you see that it moves this down here. Yeah. So for absolute position, just come here where your tab is here, and then just click on that button, and you see it lets you move freely. So I'm going to change this to white, so you get to see what's going on. Yeah, so that's white. So just align it properly. And then we have a card with auto layout. We have our card, we have our card. That's great stuff. So we could have this. Just remove this. How is that? Card. So let's try to make some changes. So yeah, that's mostly it on that. I really hope this made some sort of sense. So I didn't have time to add images and all that, but this just it. So thank you guys. That would be my end. Thank you.